Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender fluid, and everybody else in between, welcome to Hot Take. It's a show where I give you a hot take. And I give you 3 pieces of evidence to back up my claim. Today's hot take. Grease 2 is much better than Grease 1. I know what you're thinking. Boy, what do you mean? What kind of drugs are you on? The original is a classic. And it is. It absolutely is a classic. But I'm just here to argue that the sequel is a little bit better. Now, before you unsubscribe and chase me with pitchforks, allow me to explain. Released in 1982, directed by Patricia Birch, it has a 35% on Rotten Tomatoes. And it's regarded as one of the worst sequels of all time. I don't understand why. The first piece of evidence, the T-Birds and the Pink Ladies, man. The T-Birds in the first movie are way too intense, but it works for them. They're dead serious, man. In this movie, they're totally uncool. And again, I think it works for them as well. Sure, they're a little too casual about the murder that they think they committed against Michael, but besides that, in every scene that involves the T-Birds, they're goofing off. They're having fun. And you know what? That makes me have fun. As far as the Pink Ladies go, they're a bunch of strong, independent women, man. In the original, they're all submissive and trying to fit in for the sake of fitting in. They're the complete opposite in this movie. Stephanie wants to wear pants, which is a big social no-no in the world of 1961. And she even rejects Johnny, even though they, quote, should be together because they're the 2 most popular people in school. Imagine that. A strong, independent woman. And then when Johnny goes after Paulette says, no, man, you're not going to be with me unless you treat me right and treat me like I'm worth something, man. Those are strong, independent women. They don't just roll over and say, okay, yeah, I'll date you because you're the most popular kid in school. No, man, the Pink Ladies and the T-Birds are much better in this movie. Good Lord, I'm out of breath. The second piece of evidence, the cast, man. The cast is unreal if we look at it. Obviously, we have the very beautiful, very talented Michelle Pfeiffer, and this was only her second major film role, man. We also see Pamela Adlon, who is the voice of Bobby Hill, man. This movie launched the career of many people. Adrian Ahmed, who played Johnny, didn't really do much acting after this movie, but by God, he looked the part. I mean, if you looked up the definition of a greaser, that's Johnny, and by God, is he a smoke show, by the way. And speaking of actors who blew up later in their career, we see Shooter McGavin. Christopher McDonald is Goose, man. Good God, how could you get better than Christopher McDonald? I think the cast really mixed well together, and I think their chemistry on screen was fantastic. Matter of fact, maybe I'll do a box office battles on this movie versus another bad sequel. But I could go on and on about the cast, man. Shooter McGavin is all you really need to know. Let's move on to the final piece of evidence. And the third and final and most damning piece of evidence there is the music, man. Sure, the original Grease had a Broadway play to build off the music from, so you know they're going to have fans. But I'm here to argue that the sequel's music is a lot better, dude. Sure, none of them topped the Billboard charts, but let me explain. Reproduction, a very fun, catchy, and hilariously inappropriate song. A banger, dude. Prowlin', the coolest song to ever play when you pick up your boys and you're rocking and rolling to pick up some chicks. Good God, Score Tonight, the big group number at the bowling alley. You cannot get that song out of your head. If you listen to that song and it's not stuck in your head, you're absolutely lying. That's amazing. And plus, Michelle Pfeiffer singing Cool Rider, a cool rider. It's amazing, dude. The music is just fantastic. Summer Nights, yeah, right. Prowlin', baby. I'm Joey C, and that was my hot take. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I greatly appreciate it. Keep your eye out for the next video, episode, movie, live stream, whatever it is, man. Listen, cherish the precious moments, be love, and stay, dude. I'm out of here. Grease 2 is better than Grease 1, baby. Oh, God.